Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Akashic Rose with Sabrina Dawn. So, remember yesterday in the reading, I said that yesterday was this week was going to be a rough week astrologically, and that I really didn't know why, because I read it from someone who I really trust with this information, because I'm not an astrologer. But I definitely had a rough day yesterday emotionally. I felt like I was swimming in the deep ocean of emotion. That's all I can say. It was a rough one. I hope, I would be curious if how you guys did. If you want to share, you can, you don't have to tell anything personal, but if you felt that crazy energy yesterday. I do know that when I was reading the what she wrote, the astrology that she wrote about, it had something to do with Capricorn, and I'm a Cap Sun, but I'm also Cap Venus, so ooh, yeah, I was feeling it really strong, but today I woke up feeling better, which is really nice. So it's all stuff to come up to be cleared, though, that's for sure. It's stuff that I have to deal with, so that's something to think about too. Yeah, I'm just taking a moment with the angels. But that's something to think about, is that we have these things that happen astrologically, and they bring, but the thing to remember is that it brings stuff up. So like yesterday, anything that was coming up was still mine to deal with. It's not like the planets were causing it to happen. So that's just a reminder to, when we, because we jokingly blame, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. We jokingly blame things on astrology, but whatever it's bringing up, whatever is going on, know that it's something for you to work with and for you to deal with inside, especially if it's something emotional that's being triggered. So today we are working with the Archangel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. So this is different. I know I've been working with the Angel Tarot, but the angels guided me to work with this deck. Sorry, I saw a different card, for a different deck, so I wanted to do that before I forgot. Okay. All right. So we're just going to call in the Archangels. We're going to call in Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, Metatron, and Shamuel, Rajuel, and all of the archangels of the highest healing order for the messages for the collective that watches my videos in all directions of space and time today. Okay, let's see. What would the archangels, what message would they like to give? How would they like to start the reading? What's the focus? I haven't used this deck on the channel yet. Oh, Lulu's here. She might come say hi. So the 10 of Michael. Okay, that's the... Lulu, come here. That's the 10 of Swords. So a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. The 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, they are usually depicted with somebody hunched over and there's 10 swords in their back. So what I'm hearing is that you're coming through a really coming through a really hard time, and not through it as in the middle, but it's like it's just wrapping up, or you just came through it, because it's a 10, so it's the end of the cycle. Let me see. Lulu. I just want to show the page. See how the swans... Okay. All right. So the angels were just very clear with me. Do you see how the two swans are looking at the ballerina, and she's taking the last bow of this situation. She's saying goodbye to it. And one of the things that I'm hearing is that it's the 10 of Swords is like the ugly duckling syndrome, looking in the water and seeing, feeling like you're really ugly. And then when you would look in the water and you can see clearly and you see a swan, right? So that's what I'm seeing here, is that the swan within you wants to come through. Okay. And you're saying goodbye to seeing the ugly duckling. and accepting yourself as the swan. You know, that's that Eight of Swords that wants to come through, right? So that's right. Yesterday and many times on this channel, the Eight of Swords was actually the Eight of Air, but it's the same thing. Eight of Air was Swords was coming through, which is that sense of false imprisonment. So, and you're doing it to yourself, and that is because you see yourself as the ugly duckling, we'll just say. And the swan, it's time to now see the swan, but the swan isn't looking in the water, right? The swan is like, I'm here. I'm here. And you're saying goodbye to that old part of yourself, that old burden of seeing yourself as less than in some way. Okay. This could be, so I keep hearing this, so I'm going to say it. So the swans, okay. See the two swans? I'm hearing, remember yesterday, the Two of Cups. Okay. So I'm hearing that for some, this could be like an old pattern with relationships. And for others, I'm hearing very clearly, though, this has to do with your work. This has to do with, you know, maybe starting a YouTube channel, or, you know, stepping out and doing something that you really want to do, but you can't seem to get through some of the fears and stuff like that. So this is the Star Temple Oracle. And oh, Kitty agrees. I was just about to start talking. Michael is speaking up, and what he's hearing is just a reminder that for some of these old thoughts that are coming in that are holding you back, just a reminder to cut cords with lovers that you are stepping away from, or he's even saying mindsets. So if you have a certain mindset about relationships, or you have a certain mindset about yourself, like oh, I could never do that, just like me, right? I've told you guys this before. I can put myself on YouTube with my face. I couldn't do that. So, you know, that old mindset, right? You can use his sword of truth and compassion and cut to those mindsets, pull it out, send the love of the divine, the light of the divine into the empty space, and then allow Michael to take away, you know, your attachment to that mindset and take away that energy. And you can just allow yourself to be more in the natural flow. And all you have to do is call on him to ask for that. And she's on stage, and so I'm hearing too is that, you know, there's a new part of you that wants to come through and be on stage, that wants to be seen, and it's time to allow that to come through. And Archangel Michael wants to help you. That Archangel Michael is great for clearing energy. He's great for protection, but he's also great for helping you recognize your purpose and staying on that path. So you can call on him for all of that. And now we will work with the Star Temple Oracle. Now Michael's taking a bow, saying, okay, you can move on now. Silly. Sometimes he can be so funny with me. I really enjoy working with Michael. And I haven't forgotten about the Michael meditation, but this is something that's, like I said recently, that's something that has to be like, it has to feel like the flow is coming through me. Okay, let's see. Oh, see, yes. This is the perfect antidote. This card is the perfect antidote to the Eight of Swords and moving past that final energy of the 10 of Swords, which is 44. So the angels are with you, and Archangel Michael definitely wants to be with you. But this is Mother of the Sea, Goddess. I surrender to the boundless. Okay, it's like the perfect antidote. It's like the perfect answer to the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is, you know, that self-illusion of being bound, and then this is boundless, creative flow of the ocean. I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. Listen to that, guys. I'm going to say it one more time, and if you guys want, you can write this down, because this is important for a lot of the people who watch my videos, because that Eight of Swords keeps coming up. I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. Whatever you're wanting to create, for some I'm hearing relationship, and for others I'm hearing it's like a art project or a purpose or creating a YouTube channel. you know, doing some kind of creative work, okay? And look at how the ocean just flows around her. And look how happy she is. And that, you know, Eight of Swords yesterday, that Eight of Swords energy was, the unicorn was coming out, right? So this is what happens when you leave the Ten of Swords behind and you move forward. You're confident within the chaos. You're confident within the emotions. You're confident in moving forward, even though there may be little voices telling you that you're scared, but you're still going to move forward confident around the whole, oh my gosh, didn't I just say the ocean of emotion, right? Remember I was saying like that in the beginning? Yeah. Okay. All right, so this is the Angel Inspiration deck by Kim Dreyer. Let's see, angels, what would you like to, how would you like to clarify the 10 of Michael and the boundless message of the sea? Reminding yourself that you are boundless. So let's just say, you know, we're in quarantine or anything, something, you know, we're in a relationship we can't seem to get out of, or we're in a job that we are afraid to leave. Reminding yourself that you are boundless. And I'm sorry, this workers, hold on one. Okay guys, so sorry about that. We have the worker, you know, the landscapers here, so they're making lots of noise, and then the phone actually fell and all of that. I'm going to edit all of that out, but hopefully that this is a seamless transition between the two videos. So hopefully that worked out. So I find it interesting that the landscapers are here wanting to clean up. You know, I needed to shut the window, and then this fell, and now I'm going to have to clean up the video. I'm going to have to cut things, and they're cutting things. There's that cutting. There's the Archangel Michael message. Okay, guys, you guys are so what I'm hearing from Archangel Michael is that there's those aspects of you that are so attached to these old mindsets. Let them go. Remember, the video on Friday is how do you want to open up as things are open up? Who do you want to be? You can let go of old things about yourself. You don't have to be the same person coming out of you know, as things are opening up from COVID-19, you don't have to step into the old you. You can step into you can bring parts of you from that to this time. But overall, there's a lot of stuff you can let behind, and cleaning up and cutting out things is really important. Cleaning up and cutting out. This is a strong message. And the phone fell on my Archangel, my clearing thing with I put in a cobalt blue on purpose. It's Florida water, but I put it in cobalt blue because of Archangel Michael. And Lulu wants to say hello. Yes, she does. You want to be part of the reading? You want to be part of the reading? Can you say hello to everybody? Say hello. Huh? Okay. So the card. Oh, this is so weird. So I was shuffling the Angel Inspiration deck, and oh wow, this is beautiful. Okay, and I got this this card, right? And I'm like, oh no, I didn't shuffle enough. I just no. And I shuffled and I shuffled and I did all kinds of stuff, and I came back and I shuffled again, and I got the same card. But so I should have trusted it, right? And now they're right at the other windows. Guys, be friends to yourself. The Two of Cups yesterday was also about self-partnership, and I missed that message yesterday, and it's coming through today. Looking in the mirror and seeing yourself. Okay, becoming friends with yourself. And on the full moon, this I think it's July 5th. One of the things that you can do for an intention is that you could ask for more self-assurance, letting go of self-limiting thoughts. Okay, and that's the stuff that will come up. And then on the new moon, you can try to manifest what it is that you've been having a hard time moving towards, whatever that is. So you can ask the full moon to help you let go of some of the rougher parts, right? Some of the shadow sides. And then on the new moon, call in what it is that you want to call in. okay? And then in those 2 weeks, do self-work. That's what I'm hearing from this card. And Michael would love to assist you with your moon work. Archangel Haniel is a great archangel to work with the moon. But Archangel Michael would love to help come in and help clear everything out for you, okay? So that you can manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest, since you're in this beautiful place of boundless creative flow, okay? Oh, she wants to get down now. All right, that's what I'm picking up. And this actually also looks like Archangel Haniel to me. When I see her, she looks very similar to this, but she has like this beautiful energy. No, she doesn't come in as, it's hard. She doesn't really, I'm just calling on her. Well, today she has like this like soft yellow and color coming in. So if you want to work with her, you can use that soft color yellow. But I'm also hearing rainbow moonstone is a great crystal to work with her. Okay, Archangel Haniel she's telling me the rainbow moonstone. This is a raw piece, and I've been holding on to it. Also, is like reminds me of the High Priestess crystal, so I really love it. But and the High Priestess is actually the moon, so it all High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. It actually all fits. Interesting. I don't think I put that correlation together before. So, but looking at yourself as a friend, and do you see how it's a 7 and a 3, which is a 10? So the cycle that you're moving through is that you're soon going to look at yourself instead of looking away, instead of looking at the shadow sides and not truly seeing yourself. You're going to look forward in the mirror and you're going to see yourself so that you can move through this cycle more and more, because you are boundless and you are one with the creative flow of the ocean. And the ocean and the moon have cycles. So there's an ebb and flow, right? The tide goes in, the tide goes out. It's at one with the moon, and it cycles. So know that is true of you. So if you have a time where you go inward and you're not being as productive, learn to be at peace with that and know that that's part of a cycle, and that the other part of the cycle will come again where you're feeling more creative and more outward and being able to move. And for females, for women, this could also be tied into your monthly cycle as well. Okay, so there's all kinds of cycles going on here, I'm hearing as a message. So please keep that in mind. Okay, all right. So I also want to, so I'm wrapping up the reading part, but I also want to say that I have tried many times to sit down to do a love reading, and for some reason I have a block right now that I'm trying to work through. Not quite sure what's going on. I have sat down more than once to do them, and it just isn't happening. And I also get creative ideas and excited, and then I for some reason I'm not able to do it. So I have to do some self-work and remove some of these blocks. I'm not quite sure. It just might be that it's not the right time, but I actually feel like there's just some kind of block within me that's going on that I have to work through and process. So that will be coming. It's just not ready. I did try, because I said to you guys that I was going to upload over the weekend. And then yesterday I said, later on that day, and I did. I sat here, I tried upstairs at my other type of setting. Nothing was working. So I will do all of this just in its own divine time. Okay. All right. So I am sending you all my love. Okay.